So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Lawrence giving to Etienne here on the option. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. 10 more there and another first down.
Good running right there. And this is a man who was a 1,000-yard rusher in the regular season, so you know he's going to get his chances. And he picks up nice yardage on that one.
Etienne will get about halfway there as he takes this from the 4 down to the 2. Only a yard that time, 2nd and goal.
Here's where we need to see some tenacity from this defense because they've been pushed right down the field on this opening drive. They've got to find some way to push back, and that's a good first step.
From the 2 now, 2nd and goal.
Here we go, son.
They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. And that one going to come up short, low throw.
I don't see more than trying to get him the football out of the backfield. They love what he can do in open space, and they believe that he creates mismatches they can exploit.
This Charger defense continuing to hold the line. Now it's a 3rd and goal situation.
Here we go.
They'll try to run with Etienne. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Travis Etienne taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Jaguars will strike first here in this wild card matchup. Extra point right down the middle. And that makes the score 7-0. After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. Now this will be returned from deep in the end zone. The lane opens here. He's past the 30. It's a foot race. And they are not going to catch him. He's in. Touchdown, Chargers. Extra point attempt here still to come. It's good, and we're all tied at 7 apiece.
That ties the game at 7.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that. And this intercepted on the first play of the game. Picked up by Deion Henley. So they've got the football, and they'll start right on the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. A nice run right there. And we talk this time of year about certain teams, certain players who don't have a lot of postseason history to speak of. And here's a man right here in his rookie season in the NFL, and he's being asked to carry the load at running back for this offense.
And he has acquitted himself nicely here in his rookie year. And look, I think we both believe that the burden's a little lighter on backs and receivers than it is on quarterbacks in the playoffs. But that's not to say this is going to be easy. As fast as the NFL game is in the regular season, it's like warp speed when you turn pressure up in the postseason. So let's see how he handles things early.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And a nice pickup there. He gets about 5 down to the 4-yard line.
Hat tip to that offensive line. They're clearing some holes, even down here deep in the red zone. And that's a nice pickup on the ground on 1st and goal.
On 2nd down, they'll run it here. Give him right around 4 on the carry. We'll see if they want to keep pounding here on 3rd and goal.
Well, Brennan, we always know that once you score 1 touchdown,
you will too.
You're without a doubt. And so far today, he's got 1, but was denied as he tried to get the 2nd one.
They'll run here on 3rd and goal. Boy, no chance as he was met and dropped behind the line there. And a loss of 3 to bring up 4. Looking at this situation, if you're at the 1, the 2, maybe you go for it. From here, you kick it.
I agree. I think you have to get points in this situation. 4th down, I don't chance it at all. I put the points on the board and go back and regroup.
On 4th down, Herbert. Oh, his first throw of the playoffs is intercepted. And the Jaguars are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back. But make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
They'll wind up losing 10 on the sack, and it'll lead to a 3rd and long. (7-7) our score after 1.
The score tied 7-7.
Second quarter now from Jacksonville, and it's the Jags with the football, as they've got it with a 3rd down and long coming up. So now after the sack of Lawrence, the Jags looking at a 3rd and long. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Oh, he rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted.
And I think this is a situation where quarterback coach on the sideline is going to talk to a signal caller and say, listen, it's 3rd and long, and it's still early in the game. Let's not force things here. If we don't feel good about it, let's just check something down and punt the football.
On 1st down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up 2nd down.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front, because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
2nd down and 8. And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And he's got 4 down inside the 20 to the 18.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
Pass hauled in by Johnston. And he is going to have the Chargers 1st down by about a yard. It's a gain of 5 on 3rd and 4. That time the conversion comes courtesy of the RPO.
And know what it did? It moved the sticks. Nice pickup on 3rd down. Even better decision.
On 1st down, they'll go to the ground attack. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2.
Good yardage there on 1st down. Exactly what you want. Get yourself set up to keep making 1st downs. Keep the clock running. And if they're smart, you're starting to milk the clock. No hurry before you run your second down play.
And not a whole lot there. He does get a couple, taking it from the 5 down to the 3. Not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
And that one going nowhere from the start as he's met in the backfield and goes backwards. He lost 2, and it brings up 4.
Oftentimes when you see a running back get bunched up in the backfield, it's usually because the defensive tackle is eating up blockers for others to make the play. Not in this case.
They snap it to Herbert. He's got his running back out of the backfield. Touchdown, Chargers. A great effort there. A touchdown on a kick return, and now one through the air. And the Chargers' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. Point after here coming up. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game.
Chargers 14, Jaguars 7.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. That 7-0 lead of theirs short-lived as they've now given up 2 straight touchdowns to fall behind by 7.
Yeah, but no cause for discouragement here. Yeah, they've fallen behind, but haven't they proven that they can go down and score? So what was the formula to get them down there the first time? Get back to something close to that, and maybe they get this game tied up.
45 yards rushing for him now on just 6 carries to this point.
That's good for a Jaguar.
On 1st and 10, it's Lawrence. That is caught by Dell. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. On play action, Lawrence. That's going to be caught. Touchdown. Christian Kirk, 26 yards. And the Jaguars are an extra point away from drawing level. Extra point splits the uprights, and we are tied at 14. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
At their own 30-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. Right now, we've got a little bit of an offensive masterpiece going on both sides, moving the football, scoring points. It's almost like somebody put the defense on rookie mode in this one. I mean, we haven't even left the first half, Charles, and we're certainly on pace for a shootout.
An excellent start for both offenses. The fans have to be enjoying this to seeing all these points go up on the board. As a former defender, you know I'm not enjoying this at all. But right now, both these teams just trading haymakers. Let's see if anyone slips up first. Can anyone counter with a nice little jab and get things going in their direction?
9 yards on the first down. Keeper it at 2nd and 1. 2 minutes to play here in this first half of the NFL playoffs. 2nd down and a little more than a yard here. Justin Herbert looking to pass. Escaping the pressure right. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Kind of a fine line when you're setting up the screen. You don't want to throw it too early to have the defense react too quickly. And you definitely don't want to throw it too late, and that way it's not formed perfectly. Got to make sure you hit it just right.
They tried to throw on 2nd down, unsuccessful. Now it's 3rd and 1. And here's a handoff out of the gun. It's a gain of 11 and a first down, L.A.
A gain of 11 on the play. First down, Los Angeles.
And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
I know the toss play begins with the guy taking the snap and turning around and tossing it to the runner. But where the real intrigue is, can they seal the edge, whether it's an offensive tackle or a tight end, in the direction they want to run the football? If they do that, that's the result that you get, that type of a gain. If they don't, oftentimes it's not a very successful play.
The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. Bad news, they didn't get it on second down. The good news is they still only need about 3 or 4 inches here on third.
And the good play callers have looked at both situations. They've thought to themselves, okay, this call, I pick up the first down, already ready with that call. If I don't, this is what I'm going to come back with in order to pick it up.
On third down, they're going to run for it here. And he's going to run into a brick wall right in the middle of the field, and I don't think he got there. Now the Jags will use the second of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. On fourth down, they'll try and run for it. And he will have the first before he's brought down right on the chalk of the 20. They're able to keep the drive alive, 7 yards that time, and the decision to go for it proves to be a good one. So the drive will continue. After the conversion on fourth, they'll work from the 20 on first down. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
I have to give some credit to the defender on that when he read all of his keys perfectly and got a great break on the ball and able to force that incompletion.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Now a toss here, short side. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. The Jaguars now will use the last of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime. They need 12 here. It's third down. And they'll keep leaning on the running game back to the ground. And he's going to get this to about the 20, but that is well short of what he needed. Give him a couple on the run as it brings up a fourth down. And this one is right through. And they take a 17-14 lead. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Jaguars 14.
And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. Both teams try to avoid being one and done in these playoffs as we start the second half of this AFC wildcard game. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Charger drive about to get going. And they've been the better of the two teams through 2 quarters of play, much to the chagrin of this home crowd.
Yeah, this score is a surprise to a lot of folks at home, although not to my dad. He predicted the visitors would win. And maybe to the folks in the stadium. But you know who is not a surprise to, partner? This team with the football. They were very confident coming in.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42.
Brandon, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure if you're a back, you spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders at the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk of yardage.
From the 42-yard line, here's 2nd down and 5.
Hey, go Lion.
Now Herbert with it, looking to pass. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. But he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. Good yardage after the catch. Is that play good for 30 and a first? What a luxury to have a tight end that can not only catch it, but then can run after the catch like that.
What was the old expression back in the good old days? And they used to carry pianos on their backs when they were after they caught the football. Someone would stop and bang out a tune along the way as well. But nowadays, these guys are essentially bulked up wide receivers, and they're a gold part of the passing game. And we see a lot of big plays as we just saw there.
And he ran right through one tackle as he fights forward for a gain of 7.
You know what really fires up offensive linemen? When the guy that is carrying the ball behind them can create his own space and break a tackle along the way.
Crowd right.
On 2nd down, here's Herbert. That's caught right side by Palmer. He was held without a catch in the first half, but he's got one here, and he also picks up a first down.
First down, Los Angeles.
From the gun, he'll hand this off. Trayvon Walker makes the tackle. We talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot. He had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
And they'll run on the inside handoff. And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. Give him 3 on the run there. Now they're looking at a 3rd and about 5.
Let's give a lot of credit to the offensive line. They've been able to move the ball really well on the ground the entire game. And while that wasn't a huge one, that's okay. They'll take them in short, steady bursts.
On 3rd down, they're going to run for it here. And he will have the first down before he's brought down at the 3. 110 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense getting a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. 2nd down and 3 with right around 3 minutes remaining in the 3rd quarter. 3's all around. They'll try to run this one in. And he will get in across the chalk for a Chargers touchdown. A great play there. Saving his best for the playoffs with his 3rd touchdown of the game. And the Chargers take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Now the extra point. And his guys will take a 10-point lead.
Makes the score Chargers 24, Jaguars 14.
The kick unit on here for the Chargers as they will send this one away. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And their deficit a little wider than it was at halftime. Does that touchdown a minute ago change the thinking here at all?
I think it does, at least a little bit, because now urgency has to start setting in. You can't go out there and go 3 and out and run the risk of falling behind substantially, but you have to do it without pressing, because pressing, that'll lead you into bigger errors.
And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. So from Charger territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. Lawrence. Throw over the middle is taken in by Dell. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. Now Lawrence on 1st down. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
They decided the opportunity was there and launched a deep ball, but he was unable to get away from the defender. Couldn't create space, couldn't uncover at the end of the route, and that one winds up incomplete.
Third quarter, wild card round. Thanks for being along for the playoff ride with us. Here's 2nd and 10. Play action. It's Lawrence. Pressure applied, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back at the 33-yard line. So now after the sack of Lawrence, the Jags looking at a 3rd and long. He'll look to throw. Flushed out right. That'll be caught. It's caught. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. And they're going to hurry back to the line now. On 1st down, Lawrence eluding the pressure right. And that is caught. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Evan Ingram, an 11-yard touchdown. And the Jaguars are able to cut into this deficit here in the final minute of the 3rd. Point after, right down the middle. And that cuts the lead to 3, 24-21. After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. He will return this from deep in the end zone. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. The Charger drive about to get going. Pretty important 3rd quarter drive for them. Momentum has sort of shifted the other direction after that last touchdown as they nurse this small lead. They're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today. 1 quarter remains for the right to survive round 1 here in the AFC. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Jacksonville. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the 4th quarter. Here's Herbert now on 2nd down. Looking right sideline, but it's incomplete.
Well, you most certainly don't want to go 3 and out here and get the football right back because your friend, Old Momentum, he's wondering if he should change sidelines about right now. And if you don't convert here, guess what? He's going to make the trek to the opposite side, and all of a sudden, you've got a battle on your hands.
He'll get this over the middle here to Palmer. And he'll get this only to about the 38 as they stop him a few yards shy of the line to gain. They'll get 11, but it'll still lead to a 4th down. I hate to surrender the football when you're nursing a slim lead, but they're going to have to punt it away. Trust that defense.
the right play at this stage of the game as well. You don't need to press it here because you do have that little bit of a cushion, and you count on your D to make it stand up.
The offense is not leaving the field. They're going to stay out and go for it on 4th and 3. Out of the gun, Herbert. That is caught. And he will have the first down, but he winds up paying for it pretty good. Give them credit. They knew what they wanted to dial up on 4th. They executed it for 9 yards, and the offense stays out there. They'll bring a receiver in motion left. They'll bring a receiver in motion right. On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Well, that was one of the few times they've been able to contain him thus far. He's over 100 yards for the game, but he lost a bit off his total on that carry.
Now they contend with a 2nd and 12 after the loss. Herbert now. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. They'll wind up getting just a yard. And that'll bring up a 3rd and 11 situation.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
Now the throw on 3rd down, knocked away and incomplete. Critical play in this football game because if they pick up the first there, that clock keeps rolling.
It has to be a little frustrating for them because they know that if they pick up a first down there and continue to eat away at the clock, really increases their chances of closing this one out. Now they're likely going to have to give the football up and sweat it out on the sideline.
So a change of possession here on the punt. And it'll be Jaguar football as they take over deep in their own territory. Now ETN to start the drive. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up.
Well, you don't turn your nose up at a gain of 4, do you? They'll take that on first down. Playbook's got to be pretty well open on 2nd and 6.
On 2nd down, here's a keeper by the QB. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. So not his arm, but hurting him with his legs. A gain of 19 on the keeper and a first down. ETN up the middle. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
I know we can't hear what's going on in that huddle right now, but I'll guarantee you at least one offensive lineman is saying, my bad, we simply couldn't move them off the line of scrimmage. We've got to do a better job trying to root those guys out of there.
Flush to his right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And that's caught inside the 30. A big pickup of 38. All 3 timeouts plus the 2-minute warning. Here's 1st and 10. Lawrence will throw. And he's going to go down here and sack. They push him back to the 34. It'll be a loss of 7 on the sack, and it brings up 2nd. So it's Jaguar football here as we welcome you back. They come up on a 2nd down now in a game that looks like it's going to go down to the wire.
Hey, kill.
On 2nd down, a run with ETN. And he'll get down to about the 26-yard line.
This drive is turning into an extended one, and the guy carrying the ball, he's becoming more like a body blows guy. Every carry is putting some damage on the defense. So after a while, I'm not too sure how many guys are going to want to run up and tackle him.
Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete.
With that incompletion, reality is staring them right in the face. This entire game is down to the next snap.
And his kick, it is right there. It's good, and we are on time here in the final stages. So a big kick to get this back to even. And now the worry is, did you leave too much time on the clock because another field goal the other way, that does you in.
You're exactly right. You didn't get it to overtime yet. So now as a defense, you got to think to yourself, you can't play prevent defense and just give up big chunks of yardage in front of you, but you also can't let anyone behind you. So you sit right on the line between the two, play the best defense you can, and not make it easy for them to move the ball downfield.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. This is 1st and 10. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he is going to be stone cold behind the line of scrimmage. The run defense, they have been porous at times today, but not that last go-around.
No, they really tightened it up, didn't they? They finally got themselves a win because all game long we've seen them get gashed. This time they played their responsibilities, played their keys, and made a nice stop.
Now Herbert. Johnston hauls it in. Powers throwing, finding space at the 40. And finally down at the 41-yard line.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
5-9.
Herbert jet sweep as he taps it forward. Oh, that is well read defensively. A great job of setting the edge, and that little touch pass is going to turn into a loss. Here comes 2nd down. Herbert. Over the middle, it's complete. The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in the game. Throwing, Herbert. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he is going to have the Chargers first down as that'll be a pickup of about 5 as they convert on 3rd and inches. Well, this offense still has the one timeout here, remember. 1st and 10. That's out wide for Palmer. Chargers going to use their 3rd and final timeout. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. Here's a 2nd and 7. Herbert. And that one incomplete, but now a penalty flag coming in late. That might be PI. Trying to defend the out route there, got the PI call.
And you know what's difficult about that one is sometimes you want to make the undercut move and go for the football, and other times just want to hang on the upfield shoulder and make the tackle. I think he got caught in between and created a foul.
Herbert going to throw. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down about the 21 or 22. And at his size, he's a smaller back. You can get him to football. He can kind of get lost, make someone miss. It's good for him.
Yeah, it's great for him. I like what you said there. Sometimes he gets lost in the traffic a little bit. But get him out in the open field into some space. That plays to his strengths the best and keeps him out of it where all the big boys are, you know, make someone miss in the open field.
And he missed it. He missed it just wide of that left upright. It's no good. And a costly one there as this game remains tied here in the 4th.
Boy, that's a big-time letdown there. You work yourself in position to win the game, but the kick winds up no good. And now you've got to regroup as a team, get the energy back up, and get ready for overtime. And make sure you pump him up, too. He may be needed to try and win it again later.
And back to the 30. It'll be 2nd down. Plenty of chills and thrills in this one, and more to come here as overtime will decide who moves on to the divisional round. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone, and he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line, so bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision, loses him about 4 yards. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. Well, CD certainly doesn't get any more exciting than this. Overtime in the postseason. Of course, keep in mind, there he goes left side. Travis Etienne. Touchdown, Jaguars. That will be a 79-yard touchdown run. And Charles, that touchdown alone doesn't win him the game anymore with the rule changes in overtime of the postseason, but they still went down, scored, got the... They put it in the hands of their defense.
And with the other side now guaranteed an overtime possession, getting that score was vital. The pressure is now on their opponent, and their defense, they have to play off the momentum the offense generated. One stop, and they end this game.
Here's the Jaguar kick team now as they run up and send this one away. This will be returned from deep in the end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much as he's marked down officially at the 21. The Charger drive about to get going. And CD, the pressure is on here. Only a touchdown on this series will prevent their season from coming to an end right here, right now.
And this is why the postseason overtime rules will change, partner, to afford teams an opportunity to respond in this type of a situation, because in the past, this game would already be over, and the losing team would be making off-season plans. Now they've earned their way into a postseason. They do get a chance to answer after the other team scores first.
And they'll keep leaning on the running game, back to the ground. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. So their offense got the touchdown. They needed this defensive stand, and after that play, Charles, they are on the verge of getting that stand and winning this football game.
It's a whole different ball game now in the playoffs, isn't it? Because now everyone understands with the new rules, your job's not done anymore if you scored that initial touchdown. You still got to come out and play some defense, and boy, did they ever on that play. Now if they stand tall here on 3rd and long, they'll be one snap away from a postseason victory.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. Now it's Herbert. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
Going to throw on 3rd down with Herbert. And to find the open man. That's complete. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 41-yard line. Nice 3rd down conversion and even 20 yards. This is where the new rule comes into effect. In past years, this game's over. They've got a chance, though, to match touchdowns now. It's 1st down. And some space here. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. 125 yards rushing for him now as his sensational afternoon continues. Running game working. They'll stick with it on 1st down. And good downhill running. He's got 6 yards down to the 13. Well, what a game this has turned out to be here. 2nd possession of overtime. Obviously, Charles, they need the touchdown. And now looking pretty good here in the red zone.
And in addition, they face a very important decision if they do reach the end zone. Kick the extra point, take the tie, and send this game to sudden death. Or go for 2 and let it come down to one last 2-point try.
On 3rd down, they're going to run for it here. Well, they hit him in the backfield, and he will not escape. And that is not going to get it done. Not at all what they envisioned on 3rd down. 3 yards in the wrong direction. And now the Jags defense deciding to call a timeout. So we'll take a break with them and be right back. Anything short of a first down ends this ball game. Here's fourth down. Here we go on fourth. Herbert. And this will be caught in the end zone for a Chargers touchdown.
Los Angeles.
Herbert and the Chargers staying put. They'll line up and go for two. They'll look to throw. And he will get into the end zone as they will indeed claim a one-point lead. Charles, what a ball game we were treated to. And in the postseason, no less, with all the drama, this may be the best finish you and I have seen in quite